In this video, I'm going to share 3 power words that you can use to forge a connection and have a natural networking conversation. This is an amazing video for introverts or anyone who doesn't want to do a lot of talking when they're at a networking event. These 3 words include the bond builder, the workhorse, and the power nudge. These words will turn flimsy, superficial networking conversations into enjoyable, deeper conversations that will leave both of you walking away happy that you made the connection you did. If you find this valuable, please subscribe, like, comment, because all of that sends a signal to me that I'm doing something right, and I will keep doing it. Let's get straight to the first power word. This power word is a bond builder. By that I mean it's going to forge an instant connection with the person that you say it to. What's amazing about this word is that I don't think any other networking video on YouTube has mentioned it. But a Stanford psychologist has said that using this word unlocks a feeling of kindness flowing from one person to another. And I can't imagine a better way to start a networking conversation than that. So what is this word? Help! You're going to use this word instead of an icebreaker. And I know this is really unconventional, but when you say help, you give the other person a purpose. And if you doubt this, let's switch roles for a second. Pretend that you're just standing there and I go up and I say, help, where are the bathrooms? Or help, I don't know which speaker to listen to next. Or maybe I say, help, how do I order a drink here? Because all of these deliveries were paired with a smile, you knew that these weren't serious requests for help, but they all were genuine requests for help. If you were the person being asked for help, you would probably feel pretty good if you could show the other person where the drink line was. That's exactly what you're doing when you use this word. The other person is going to feel good because they helped you. This is like a psychological hack. The second power word that you can use while you're networking is a workhorse. That means it can do a lot of heavy lifting in a conversation. Now, as you'll see, this is not an opening line of any sort. Instead, this was actually my law school professor's favorite word. We would used to all sit trembling in fear in the classroom, and he would call on one of us and ask a question about the case. Fair game. But then he would follow up with this one-word question 5 times. Whatever answer we gave, he would ask it again, and then we'd answer that, and then he would ask it again. And it was a terrifying experience. So why the hell would I be suggesting this word to you for a cozy networking conversation? Well, because when used in moderation, it's actually a powerful way to keep the conversation moving forward in a meaningful and not superficial way. So what is this workhorse power word? Why? The Association for Psychological Science has reported that asking questions in a conversation makes you more likable. And why is this perfect open question that you can use after almost anything the other person says? Let's imagine this in practice by referencing my list of 50 free conversation starters. I like the holiday section in particular for this. Take this question about whether the holidays are a busy time for the other person at work or not. If they say something and you're not sure how to follow up, or if you're really shy and introverted and just not good at thinking on your feet like that, you can always revert to, oh, why is that? It's busy this time of year? Why? It's not busy? Why? Either way, you're inviting the other person to tell them more about themselves and their work, and that's going to make them like you more. You're not a terrifying law school professor, so you don't want to follow up with another why question. If you layer a lot of why questions on top of one another, it starts to sound kind of like the Spanish Inquisition. We don't want that. As well, not every question that you ask will yield an answer where a why question is appropriate. Sometimes a why might be a little too personally invasive. So if you're in the context where why doesn't quite make sense, you're going to want to rely on this third power word. This third power word is the power nudge. It's exactly what you can say to keep the conversation going in a positive direction. This word is powerful because it's an audible signal to the other person that you're interested and paying attention and valuing what the other person says. And when the other person gets that cue, they're going to feel fantastic and they're going to really be enjoying their conversation with you. The power nudge is so simple. It is, really? Really? It's that simple? Yes, but it does depend on your delivery here. Obviously, when I say it like that, really, when it's a skeptical delivery, that makes the other person maybe feel defensive. But there are ways you can say it that make the other person feel like they're invited to say more. You can say it in a way that's surprised, like, really? You can say it in a way that's curious, really? Any positive intonation like that lets the other person know that you want to hear them talk more about what they're saying. I hope you're able to remember these power words, and if you use them in an upcoming conversation, let me know how it went. If you have your own power words to add, I would love to hear about them in the comments below. So drop me a line, and until next time, Go out there and meet someone new.